Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. And for this, I'm going to show you all my antique stuff that are very interesting. Well, some of them are not antiques. And I'm going to show you what I got here that is spread out on my bed that are so interesting to me, and they're really fragile to take care of. And first up, we got a little 2-wire light that does 5 watts to power it up. And it also came from my experiment box. And in those of you New England elevators, it's a pleasure to show you this. And I showed you this, like this test with my little tester, and I made it look like your 20 out of 3 light plate. And it's really, and those fire alarms are rare, so this is a reminder of a fire alarm. Next up, we have a ceiling mount and wall mounted hook that I got a long time ago. It's usually for hanging stuff on and something like that. Next up, we have a wall mounted cross that you can use for church and all that. And it's really cool, and it's also aluminum stone. It's also made of stone in some other way. And right here is my little Bible from the church that I got since I was a little kid. And this Bible really means a lot to me, and it is a very nice, lovable Bible, and it kind of reminds me of loving God. And for my keychain, that my Lego, I meant to put new batteries in this Lego light, and unfortunately the light is dead. And for this thing flashes sometimes, and it doesn't glow. It's a circuit board name tag that has my name on it. It says Jonathan in some of the way. What? It kind of flashes. Oh, there it goes. It's flashing. And next, for my cell phone. My cell phone is a Samsung Galaxy 5S. And I know Dad said Samsung is Korean, and my dad does work for a computer company, a firewall, and he knows how to do everything with computer stuff. Next up, we got my like I'm not sure what this calls. It's probably called a well, I'm not sure what this is, but it's really cool, but the top lens is missing because it fell off somewhere. Next up, we have a large 3DS that is really cool. Once you turn it on, has Sonic the Hedgehog on it, and it has Tails, Knuckles, Amy Roses, and I'm not sure what that character is. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it off. Next, we have my beautiful, good golden watch, and it is a really fragile watch, and I've been taking good care of it, and it does have a little light that flashes on some of the way. Next up, we got a tornado globe that we got past St. Louis in Kansas, and when we went on cross country. It really looks cool. That's how you make it work. Next up, we got a gumball machine that you need to use quarters to pay for your candy, and yeah, the knob doesn't turn all the way because there's no quarter. It's too bad. Very nice and smooth.
Jonathan, is that yours?
My mom gave it to me, Thomas.
Mom gave you this?
Yes. And next up we got a lighthouse that we had
Back up a little bit.
since we got this house, and
Like, back up. Like, it won't show up on the screen.
yeah.
And then back up.
Thanks, Thomas. That's my brother, and we have a gray lighthouse that you have to put a candle in the top. This top screws off like this, and that's how you put the candle in. I know there is chains and balconies around this lighthouse, but this lighthouse, this thing is made of wood. This is wood. It's made out of driftwood in some other way. Next up we got my trophy, my first trophy ever that my trainer Johnny gave me since I run 12 laps on the treadmill all the time 3 years ago. It's really from 2012. And next up we got a surfboard on an antique stand on a pedestal, and it's really a nice antique of the surfboard, and there's a lot of it. We got this when my mom and dad went across the ocean on a cruise ship once they got there. Next up we have my simplex fire pole station, and unfortunately, by the lever snapping back up, but unfortunately here's my dad took the button out, and plus I don't have the key to reset the pole station. And I'm glad New England Elevators likes it, and feel bad for his alarms that broke. Some parts of it broke, like his Wheelock 34T, some problems with his True Alert, and his EST Genesis. And I feel bad for his Wheelock 34T, and unfortunately the horn is broken and it didn't even sound, and it did some strobe action, but most importantly he takes good care of his alarms. And with his True Alert, I'm sorry about his Smart Sync switch is broken. I know True Alerts do have selector switch for Smart Sync or not. If you see a 2-wire one, it's the newer Smart Sync. If you apply power to it, it's not going to do anything at all. So you need to stay away from True Alerts, but I'm not saying it trying to be mean. I heard it from New H Server Alarm, and he said if you're making a great deal on one, do not buy it. It's like crazy, but New England Elevators already has a True Alert, but he's fine with it because he knows how to use it. Next up, this first elevator antique that I got from Christmas Eve last year. It's a really worn out elevator sign, and it's made of aluminum steel. This thing is made of steel, but it's aluminum. It is all dilapidated, and it's 50 years old, and it's a really old sign that my dad gave me, and he mounted on the wall, and that's pretty cool. Next up we got a big thermometer right here, and the temperature is 70 degrees, and it's a Coca-Cola. Enjoy Coca-Cola temperature. I like that, and it's really fabulous, and I'm glad you like my collection of antiques that I've gotten so far, and I hope you guys appreciate what I showed for you all for Thanksgiving. And one more thing. I made this in art class yesterday, this little turkey bowl thing, and it's really great. It was made out of clay and the pine cone turkey with pipe cleaners. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I just got out of school yesterday. Bye.